Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. I am Magnificent Entertainer, Bulbagarden's multimedia executive, and in the last episode, we returned to Snow Point City, went down routes 217 and 216, and entered Mount Coronet to find the Iceberg Ruins and battle the legendary Regice, which we subsequently captured, and now we are in Canalave City in order to catch the final member of the original Regi trio. So, let's talk to our buddy over here. You want to set sail? We can still go, I think I mentioned, we can still go to Full Moon Island, but we're actually going back to Iron Island. And on Iron Island is where we will find the ruins to capture the last of the original Regi trio. But unfortunately, it would be very easy if we could climb these ledges. It's not quite that easy. Is Riley in here? Actually, I don't remember. Oh, no, Byron is. Hi. You're into training then. You're in training then. You know, my son trains as hard as you do, but I still treat him as if he were a child. It's ridiculous, really. He is a proper gym leader and all. It's always tricky between a father and son, it seems. Humph, I've wasted your time. Take this as my apology. Oh, a metal coat from Byron. There are Pokemon that evolve into the Steel type using that metal coat. They need to hold the item while being traded to evolve. Try using that if you'd like. Farewell! He shouts before mumbling something about loving defense. Well, I just learned something new today, because I don't think I remember that Byron was in there. Anyway, free metal coat. Hooray! Going to activate a repel. Or I should say a super repel. I believe this is the correct way. Yes, okay. I need to navigate through here. And all the trainers have been battled already, obviously. Go down the lift. And down here. And then we gotta go through here, back to where we battled those galactic goons. They are, of course, gone. Riley is gone because we got our Poke Egg from him. And through here. Oh dear. Well, I'm not risking that. So activate the Super Repel. Go up another lift. And that cave is our objective. Or I should say that cave entrance. These are the Iron Ruins. And as per usual, it's a statue of a Pokemon. It seems to exude power. From somewhere, something spoke out. With our master, upon every lighted tile, you must tread. And yeah, just like the other two, you won't be able to find this if you don't have that Event Regigigas in your party. And once you've walked on all of those tiles, something changed in the air. Oh no, an indescribable power is emanating from the Pokemon statue, which again, looks nothing like any of the other Pokemon statues that we've seen in these types of caves to date. Anyway, let me double check. Everything should be yes. And let's save the game, because that's just the logical thing to do whenever you're facing a Pokemon statue that's emanating indescribable power. And here we go. Zo. Kind of like a malfunctioning robot, but Alright, well, here is Registeel. And Registeel can only be found in-game in these Iron Ruins. It is, with that Event Regigigas, it is level 30, with the moves Stomp, Metal Claw, Curse, and Superpower, and the Clear Body ability. I will actually remember to use that Quick Ball on the first turn this time, thank you very much. I hope this doesn't work, but at the same time I would be very amused if it did. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, phew. Okay, woo. I thought we were going for a 5-minute video there. But yeah, Registeel here. It is the... So, Regirock was physically defensive and had good physical attack. Regice was specially defensive and has a decent special attack. Registeel here is kind of middle of the road. Its offensive stats are bad, but both of its defensive stats are fairly good. They're not as high as the individual special or physical defenses for Regice and Regirock, respectively, but they're still competent. Now, I'm going to actually try to chip this thing down a bit with MEtagross, because it is relatively... Don't tell me that was... Okay, that was a critical hit. I was going to say, don't tell me that was a mistake. Because that would have been bad. Yeah, Registeel here is going to resist everything that Grovyle has, but I'm going to throw Grovyle out there right now. Again, to try to cut down its HP to 1. But this thing being pretty defensive, I'm gonna go for a Leaf Blade first. Especially, it's raised its defense twice. It's going to resist this Leaf Blade. I think I can do this. Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't kidding. And it's using one of the superpowers right now, which is good, because you can probably guess, after Grovyle here, I will be using Penguin again. Defense was lowered, so let's try a Quick Attack or a False Swipe. I think they both have the same power. So we'll do False Swipe just in case, but I don't think that's going to come even close. And you're cursing again. That's perfectly fine. Although, I think we'd prefer if I keep these videos with appropriate language. Alright, that should do it. So I'm not allowed to curse, but Registeel is. I guess Registeel is immune to the sensors. Anyway, I'm going to start throwing the Pokeballs at it now. And see what happens. I caught Regirock in a Timer Ball, caught Regice in an Ultra Ball. I think you know the drill at this point. I'm going to try chucking the random Pokeballs at this thing until I either get bored, or it catches, or the video has gone on for too long. But yeah, that's the basic plan. Let's try... No, let's not try any of these. Let's try the Pokeball. Gotta go with the old standard at some point. Let's see what that does. Absolutely nothing! As, of course, I was anticipating. But I'm persistent. Let's try a Netball now. I guess one thing, of course, that I can mention about Registeel is that Registeel's sprite was, of course, changed. In Diamond and Pearl, it was changed for the European release, and then it was changed across the board for the Platinum release, because the way that they had Registeel's sprite in the games was reminiscent of the Nazi salute, and of course that is not something that you want to have in a video game, and that is not something that Registeel wants to get caught as a result of. So yeah, that's a minor interesting factoid. Um, I guess that's kind of interesting, but yeah, I mean, I think, again, I keep repeating myself over and over again when it comes to these Pokemon. Um, but I do like Registeel. It's a good Pokemon. Regice is a cool Pokemon, and of course, Regirock rocks. So, you know, I really can't complain about any of these Pokemon in this trio, and I do enjoy their appearances in the anime. I do enjoy their appearances in the game. Although there is actually one thing about their appearances in the game that's kind of annoying. I should be mentioning that. Whoa! Hang on there, big fella. Wow, that did a lot. Um, okay, I lost my train of thought. Oh, right. So, there is one thing that I'm not particularly fond of about their appearance in this game. Are you kidding me? Whoa! Well, that was fast. And in a Pokeball. Okay. I guess the game got bored of me battling these guys also. Registeel over here is the Iron Pokemon. It is tempered by pressure underground over tens of thousands of years. Its body cannot be scratched. So I think that battle was about as short as the battle with Azelf. So I either have really, really good luck with legendaries, or, well, y'all haven't actually seen the roaming legendary videos yet, but my luck there was not was not all that great. Anyway, so that's Registeel. I will not be giving a nickname to that. And that went by way too quickly. And the statue has stopped emanating power. This is the last time we will be in any sort of cavern like this, so I guess take one last look around for nostalgia's sake. Also, I love how completely on it. So when I was writing the objectives for this episode, I said stuff the legendary Registeel into a Pokeball. I was going for the more colloquial usage of the word, where like every single type of ball that you throw is technically a Pokeball variant. But no, I actually caught it flat out in a Pokeball. I'm just as confused as you are. Anyway, so I was saying that there is one thing about these particular Pokemon in this particular game that I find a little... what's the word? Confusing or weird, or, you know, otherwise just kind of unnecessary. Well, not unnecessary, but it's weird to me how they work. So again, you can go through, you can legitimately capture Regirock, Regice, and Registeel in the game if you have that event legendary Pokemon, which again, you know, I happened to attend that event over 10 years ago, and then I had that still on one of my older copies of Platinum. By the way, now that we've seen the 3 Regi Pokemon, you can see why it's got Iron Head, Rock Slide, and Icy Wind, although these two are not actually the moves that the Pokemon has, whereas Icy Wind is. Iron Head and Rock Slide are moves that Registeel and Regirock can learn, but they're not the moves that they start with. Crush Grip is Regigigas' signature move, but you can see it's got a steel type move, a rock type move, an ice type move, representing the 3 members of the Regi trio, the original Regi trio. Which I suppose is, again, it's kind of a nice thing. But yeah, you need to have that Regigigas in order to capture those Pokemon in the locations you can find them in this game. Of course, this is also unique to Platinum, so it's not something that you have in Diamond or Pearl. Back in Canalave City. But again, the way that's handled is a little bit weird for something that we haven't seen yet. But let's actually, speaking of seeing, let's actually head into the Pokemon Center and take a look at Registeel over here. And really, that barely took any time at all. I'm actually very surprised at how little time that took, especially the other two took about 20 minutes or so. I mean, I guess that's not terrible. Yeah, let's take a look-see. And it's kind of bugging me that they're not all on the same... You know what? It's kind of bugging me that they're not all on the same row. So I'm going to do this. And yeah, there we have the Regi trio. 77, 378, 379, and let's actually take a look at Registeel over here. So you can see bashful nature. Happily eats anything means that that is a neutral nature. You can see here are its stats, and of course that clear body ability. I'm guessing it has higher special IVs than physical IVs because, as I recall it, those defenses should be even and those offenses should be even. And of course there is its starting move set. So that's wonderful, and that's, I suppose, all three of the original Regi trio. That's very nice, and also happened much sooner than I expected, but oh well. I guess them's the breaks when you're battling legendary Pokemon. In the next episode, I will be returning to Snowpoint City, just because there is something now that we can do with those particular Pokemon at our disposal. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I don't need that Regigigas anymore, so I'm going to start moving Pokemon around. So we're going to take this one, and Splurb. We're going to take this one. We're going to take this one, and Regigigas. And I love how I just made a big deal about how they're not all on the same row. And then, like, I immediately go over and replace the Pokemon in the PC with other... You know, I put them in my party. But I will need them in my party for what I am planning on doing in the next episode. I almost feel like the next episode is also going to be fairly short. But again, it kind of comes down to a question of how long does it actually take to capture what I'm looking to capture, because the battle itself probably won't take that long. Anyway, with that, I'm kind of done here. I know this is a relatively short episode, but, you know, at the same token, I did manage to capture Registeel, and that's really all that I was looking to do this episode. So I will see you all next time.